Welcome to the Charity First Handicapping Challenge, the Sunday edition. George, we had a giant day yesterday, but gambling never sleeps. We're back at it on Sunday. How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. Just a great day from coast to coast, and we saw some great performances. Forbidden Kingdom for one, and I thought it was just a wonderful day.
Yeah, no question about it. And we got two old pros, I'm sure, has some opinions on yesterday. Scotty, your thoughts on yesterday's races coast to coast?
Well, they were very competitive, and I like that. The feature race, as I'm going back to it right now to the San Diego Handicap Express Train. The heart is just unbelievable of this 5-year-old, and I was happy for John Sheriffs as well, and I was really happy for Victor Espinoza.
I don't think Ellis was too. Oh no, I'm not sure you did. I thought you had somebody else in the contest. But one thing about Express Train, like you said, he dug in. He was 4 wide the whole way around. He took the overland route, but still got it done in the end, huh, Ellis?
Yeah, I think he's a good horse. I was really first of all, it can't have much better than yesterday. But the 3-year-old races, the San Felipe, even though it was a short field, Forbidden Kingdom is some horse, and it's nice to see Mandela with a Derby horse. It's just fantastic. And then at Florida, even with the incident, the 2 horses that ran 1-2, I think In Due Time was my top pick all week. Since I did our race of the week earlier, he ran huge after getting kind of involved in the action a teeny bit. Simplification got through it. Those 2 horses are moving on. So I think we're going to see some nice activity coming up in the Florida Derby and then in the San Diego Derby with those 3 horses.
And reports.
Hey guys,
go ahead, George.
I'm thinking of becoming a jockey agent again because there's a gigantic gap in the SoCal with a couple of jockeys leaving. Ellis of Pratt and Rispoli abandoning SoCal.
I read the story today, and we're going to have Juan Hernandez and Johnny V, who probably won't be there all the time, and Mike Smith will get a lot more mounts, that's for sure, if he wants them.
Yeah,
I heard that John Hernandez's agent is paying for the limousine to make sure that Pratt gets to the airport okay.
Scotty, I don't know about your thoughts on that. Umberto didn't surprise me. I get why Pratt, some of the reasons, but he's certainly the king out here. And I know he's in the Chad Brown barn, but that surprised me a little bit. What about yourself?
It does. He must have a lot of confidence to be able to go back because, he owns this place and he's making a lot of money. And so he must know something that we don't know. And it's going to leave a huge gap here or it's going to open up a lot of opportunities for a lot of the other jockeys. We'll see who steps up. I think Juan Hernandez, everyone thinks that he's going to probably take over, but we'll see. There's some other jockeys that are up and coming that need some opportunities. So, when you've got Pratt, and especially on the turf, what's going to be very interesting is it's going to be the prices on the turf now are going to be a lot longer. You're not going to really know who to zero in on because, of course, all the best horses on the turf, especially, people want Pratt on their horse, especially. And so now you're not going to really know. And so I think you're going to get higher morning line odds as well.
It wouldn't surprise me either if somebody from somewhere else took the opportunity to ship on in here because they could take the reins over, like you said, because it's kind of a wide open colony now. So wonder if we're going to play a little musical chairs with a jockey or two. It'd be very interesting to see what happens down the road.
I'd like nothing more to see Bejarano come back.
I agree. Joe Bravo is probably going to get a lot of mounts on the turf. He's certainly capable.
Yep, no question about it. Yeah.
Yeah, two of the best they're leaving, but we got 2 of the best here because we're in the semifinals. They are so close to tasting that victory, just 2 wins away from the $1,000 first prize and the hat of champion of the Charity First Handicapping Challenge, and 2 of the best here, Chappie.
Yeah, no doubt. Doesn't surprise me. These 2 are involved, so it should be a dogfight today. We got another good card. So let's get it rolling, George. I know Scotty McKeever and we've been talking all night going over strategy. We're ready to roll.
All right, let's go. Ellis,
real quick. Sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
A couple scratches for you all, everybody. Race 4, Number 4, Bletchley Park, and race 6, number 1, Noble Hearted, in case Scotty had them. They weren't either ones of mine. But,
No, I didn't have them. They literally just came in right now. I've got them now.
Yeah.
They literally, so Sanity was pretty late on getting these scratches in here.
Bletchley Park, the $2.6 million purchase, would have been making a second start there. So interesting scratch there. That leaves the other Baffert as the morning line favorite. Georgie?
All right, Dallas, you got $100 to win. Where are you going and why?
My $100 to win is going to be in 8th race, the Santa Isabel. And boy, did I go back and forth on this one a lot because I think Ida and Under the Stars are both good. Under the Stars stretching out for the first time. It's a teeny question mark, but people already know probably she's a half the Bodymeister. She probably should handle it just fine. And Ida with the Starlet win, but I'm going to go to the horse that ran second on the Starlet because the value is just impossible to pass up. And that's the 4 Cairo Memories. I mean, she won her first 2 on the grass, just controlled them and killed them. 10, 11 horse fields last September and October, including the Surfer Girl. 9th, but only beaten less than 3 in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf. Came back a month later in the Starlet, ran second to Etta at 7-2. Cairo Prince have an Indian Charlie mare. I just think the value's there, so I got to put my $100 on Cairo Memories in the 8th.
All right, sounds 8 to 1 shot. So we should get all of that. It's a big field, highly competitive. Ain't Easy is undefeated. You got the 2 favorites as well, Ida and Under the Stars. So we're gonna get that win bet at a nice price, Chappie.
Yeah, I guess you can't blame them for taking another shot in the dirt right after running second, and they got dreams, I'm sure, of the Oaks. But if not, Cairo Memories is certainly very talented on the turf. But Scotty, I'm not rooting for him. I was just stating facts there. I'm with
right.
team Scotty, Team Chappie today. Where are we heading with our $100 win bet and why?
Well, I tell you what, I toyed with possibly singling the 2 horse Ain't Easy. I absolutely think this 3-year-old filly is an absolute beast for Phil D'Amato. I'm actually making a last minute decision right now. I know I'm doing a daily double starting with the 2 horse, so I wasn't sure strategically wise. I know I'm up against a tough competitor, so I wasn't sure if I wanted to put all my eggs in one basket. So I do think Ain't Easy is an absolute beast, and I think that maybe the race that Ida comes out of, I don't know how strong that was over at Los Alamitos, the Starlet. I think Ain't Easy is the real deal. But that being said, I think I'm going to single the 6-horse Island of Love in Santa Anita Park's race number 9 because Flavian Pratt gets off of Urban, who's going to take some money. Also the 7 Virulente. So I think that Island of Love had a lot of trouble in that last race, knocked into the rival, made a move. That was off of a layoff since September of last year and got a 2nd place finish. This one could end up being a stakes horse for sure, grade 3 for sure. But I think this is the real deal. I think Flavian Pratt wins on Island of Love.
I'm going to call an inquiry here. Are we allowed to call audibles?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hey, until you speak it, you can do whatever you want. I like that pick too, Scotty. Like you said, had some trouble. I think 2 turns was the plan all along as it is. So we'll take Island of Love, Georgie, as I'm going to love a win here with Scotty McKeever.
Yeah, I saw that race many times, and sure, Island of Love was bumped, but Lucky Girl was bumped just as badly in the start. I mean, and I don't know. I didn't think Island of Love was ever going to get by that one, so I'm feeling good, Alice. I'm feeling good. Scotty's going down. All right.
By the way, Georgie's absolutely right about that. No, there's no question about that. Lucky Girl made a really good move. No, you're absolutely right about that, Georgie. But that being said, I mean, Island of Love was off since September. And that was the first time
second off the layoff.
Right. And Flavian stays and shows a lot of confidence getting off of Urban, who's a very nice horse. So, and that horse barely lost a grade 3 Sweet Life. So I think Island of Love is the real deal. And then Lucky Girl does draw the 8 hole, which is not a great place to be. So I'm going to stick with Island of Love.
And can't go wrong with Phil D'Amato, the Sultan of Saad. Sultan of Saad wins a lot of races. We're going to win our exacta, Alice. I feel it. I'm going to back you at the windows. Where are we going with our exacta?
We're going to the 9th race, the same as Scotty. So we'll see what happens. And I took a look at it a lot, but I don't. I'm going to go with Urban. Just fantastic. I mean, this horse was so highly regarded in her second start, coming off a third place maiden. They put in the Juvenile Fillies turf, beaten 2 lengths, and then came back, ran third in the maiden, moved from Callahan to Amy DeLossi for Del Mar, got a big second, then got really mature. First start as a 3-year-old in January at 6.5, and then that Sweet Life. And the Sweet Life, she actually led between calls. Between the 16th pole and the finish, she led there. And that's really good. I love when a horse leads, especially when it's a hidden lead. And then do that. Gets Johnny V. Pratt moves off. Callahan, according to Racelens, 4 for 14 sprint route in the last 12 months. Grade 3. This is not graded. I like Urban, the 5, and I'm going to take Urban over the 1 and the 3. The 1, Pammy's Ready, 10-1, coming off a maiden win. That was really her first mile as a 3-year-old, first mile after moving to Alvarado. Just getting more mature with every race. It was a very professional race on the lead, but she came from off the pace sprinting. So I think she could do both. And Sterling Crest, Rispoli, off a maiden win, very mature, sitting off the pace to win. So I got the 5 over the 1-3 in the 9th.
All right, the good exacta key, the 5 over the 1-3. Ellis, where did that last race, at least on Thoroughgraph numbers, where did that last race from Sterling Crest come from? It just she improved dramatically from her previous races.
She went from like a 75 to 100 echo base figure. The buyer went up by 18 points. Just different. I mean, it could have been first Lasix. I'm not sure. Of course, Lasix, I think, is coming off for this. It's non-graded. You can tell me. I don't remember for sure. But in any event, sometimes the light bulb just goes on, and it did. And, of course, Dickie Balt is pretty good 20% back-to-back, too. But I hope this she'll run second again.
We're still waiting for Chappie's light bulb to come on, but it'll come one of these days. It's right. It's almost there. Chappie?
Hopefully it'll come on today because I need to make some money. So, Scotty, point me in the right direction. Where are we heading with our exact and why?
Yeah, I'm going to throw a curveball here. I'm going to go to race number 2. And
the eggs are not all in one basket? Is
not
Scotty
today.
on the show? Is
Not
Scotty
today.
on the show?
No, I got to spread out a little bit here. I have to do it. I think that there's a lot of speed in race number 2. Starter allowance races are some of the most difficult races and wide open races. And I think that we're going to get an overbet horse and impossible task with Flavian Pratt aboard for John Sadler. I think, because I've watched every single race that horse has been in, and it needs the lead for its best. I really believe that. It can rate a little bit, but there is a lot of speed in here. The 1 is fast. Doc Adams is fast. The 2, 5 impossible task. That leaves the 3 and the 4. I'm doing a $50 exacta box 3-4.
All right, so $50 exacta box 3-4. I like it. We're throwing out the chalk, and the best thing about this so far is we played baseball and football already. And then in pick number 1, he called an audible, and then in pick number 2, he threw a curveball. So right. I can't wait till next. We're going to call 4.
My slider's coming next.
That's right.
Yes,
we're trying to get you guys all confused here. We look one way and go the other. It's strategy, right, George. You're going down.
Let's go for the daily double slam dunk, Ellis.
Well, I was really toying with making my win bet on this horse in the 6th, which I'll get to in a second. But Kyra Remembers is the top pick on my website, and they don't put me to call me out if I didn't do that. So that's the reason I did that. My double is going to be Cole. I like Ironic Twist, the 6 in the 6th, to Flintmore in the 7th. This 6th race is really intriguing. It's a first level allowance with a lot of question marks. You got heels up for Baffert, been off since last May. Now Baffert's good, 10 for 29, 6 months or more, but Blinkers coming on for the first time, and she's 1 for 5. I mean, she broke her maiden second time out sprinting. 7 furlongs is really tough to come back from this long of a layoff. And I think she's going to be overbet. Sharapova, she ran 3rd last time out. Yeah, she'll run 2nd, better off a layoff, but her figures are just not that great. Del Mar Drama's 2 for 16. She took 7, 8 tries at the allowance, first level allowance, just could not get it done. And Ironic Twist has no knock. First time out, very mature. She broke a little slow. 5th out of 7. She rallied. She won by a length and a quarter. Mark Latt last year last 2 years, I think 1356 back to back, 13 for 56 back to back. And I like the outside to see what's going on. I hope I get every minute of 6-1. Ironic twist. And then the 7th, the logical horse, Flintmore, for the second half of the double, improved drastically. Second time out, now cutting back from a mile to 6.5, keeps Johnny V. This horse is going to have a huge kick, should win the 7th. So that's my 6-8 double in race 6.
You're on mute, George.
Yeah, because we're signing people up for the contest here today. So put a 6-8 for Ellis, the Uber capper, and hopefully that'll come home for us. Chappie's on you.
All right. Where are we going with our pick? We going to switch him up a little switcheroo, Scotty, in your double?
Yeah, I will say this, though, about Ellis's play. Ellis, on our Equine Edge morning line, ironic twist is 6-5. That should make you feel a little bit better.
Oh, thank you, sir.
6-5. And those other horses in that race, I agree with you. I mean, Fifi Farrow has burned more money than I have in my, so, but ironic twist 6-5 on the morning line. I think that horse is the real deal in that race. And you know what the problem was? I really couldn't find anything. I mean, you like the 8 some Flintmore. I like Flintmore, but I thought the 3 horse was interesting. I thought Magic Man was a little bit interesting. So I wasn't sure what to do there. And I really do like Ain't Easy. And again, my strategy wasn't so good. I didn't probably prepare like I should have. But I'm going to go with Ain't Easy starting in the 8. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go 2-6 daily double, $100. 2 in race number 8. Ain't Easy. I've got a note on this horse. I never put notes like this. It says that after the maiden race, I put Monster, and then comes back to win the Chandelier, the grade 2, going away, beating those horses easily. So I do think, and I think, again, I don't think that the Starlet was that great of a race. Cairo Memories comes out of that same race. And Cairo Memories, though, is our Equine Edge long shot. And so I do think Cairo Memories, I actually like Cairo Memories better than I do Ida. So I think Ellis has got a good play there. But I'm going to go 2-6 daily double. Ain't Easy in race number 8 to Flavian Pratt, Island of Love, number 6.
I think
I like it. So
contest today, Scotty. We're coming on the same horses.
I know.
So 2-6 straight double, and I like it. The last 2 races we're ending with a couple of stakes races, so which are going to prove to be very pivotal in this contest today, George. You're muted again, buddy.
All right, definitely. This is one of the keys this is one of the reasons our handicappers have made it this far in the tournament is they really think out their strategy. Sometimes people come and they go, oh, he's the one I like the best to win. He's the one that I like the exact, but they really think about the tournament structure and the strategy involved to get the job done. So it's a pleasure to have both of you on the show. It really is. Real quick before we get to the tiebreaker, and Chappie, if you could decide which race it is, but there was an announcement.
Race 1. There's full field.
That's good.
All right, race number 1, guys. It was announced today by manager Nate Newby that starting March 8th, because of daylight savings time, first post will be 1 o'clock starting March 18th. So there's a change in the post times there. Also want to mention that there's a mandatory payout today in our sister track, Gulfstream Park. And tomorrow, we're going to have special racing, Santa Anita and Golden Gate. And Golden Gate will have a mandatory payout on their Rainbow Pick 6 as well. So all the Stronach tracks participating in a lot of exciting things today and tomorrow. So we invite you to come join us here at Santa Anita tomorrow, or from wherever you are, wager on Santa Anita and the great mandatory payouts at Golden Gate tomorrow. And of course, today.
All right. It's tiebreaker time. Let's get to the wheel of smiles here. All right, Scotty, you get first pick in race number 1 for the tiebreaker, which I don't think there's any chance we're going to need today, George. But just as a formality, we'll go ahead and take a shot here. So, Scotty, who you like in race 1?
Well, it's got to be Barista Bold. That was too tough a competition last time out. There's some speed in here, cheap speed, I think. I think the 5 horse, Never Have I Ever, is going to definitely probably run a lot better. But the problem is Pratt's going to have to chase on the 2 because the 2 is on the inside and has to have the lead as well. So I'm hoping the 2 will soften up the 5 a little bit. I'm a little worried about the 5. And the horse that is somewhat tactical is the 1 horse, Barristan the Bold. I think that Barristan with Ryan Curvatolo is gonna win the race. Currently, we've got this horse at 7-2 on the Equinedge morning line. The horse is 3-1 right now.
All right, so Barristan the Bold for our man George Papapadromo. Ellis, where are you heading with your tiebreaker selection?
I'm taking the 7, Jammin' Eddie. The horse is shipping down from Golden Gate where there's lots of racing, and he hasn't won on the synthetic, but he's run okay. Off a couple months, DQ'd out of a win for 32,000 at Los Al, which is pretty much the same as this 40,000 level. A workout on February 13th on the Tapeta at Golden Gate of 47-6, third best of 61, and then a bullet minute and 3/5. I mean, Quinn Howey wins about 20% of all his races, and he's shipping this horse down for 6-1. So I'm real happy with Jammin' Eddie as my tiebreaker.
Georgie?
All right. Sounds good. Boy, how well prepared are our handicappers, Chabby. It is really a pleasure to have them both. Unfortunately, only one of them was going to move on. And the finals will be whoever wins today will have to come back Friday and defend and try to take down the championship. So good luck to both of you today. Hopefully you'll take that bankroll over $3,000. If they hit, I think it's going to go over $1,000, that $300 bankroll today. So we're rooting for you guys to hit so that Winners Foundation can get a little bit of extra money for their worthy cause. And hopefully you guys will do well, Chabby.
Yeah, good luck to both of you. I mean, Ellis, you're going to need it. Like I said, Scotty and I had a 4 a.m. wake-up call. We went over. We were up till about 7:30 this morning, going over replays and the equine edge picks. So we're well prepared here against, because we know you're worthy foes, but it's time to take you down and put you in your place. I love you, Ellis, but we're going to be tough to beat today.
Look, I will not be disappointed.
Definitely see you Friday for sure. I'm sure of it. Definitely. I'll see you Friday. Rest up and get those picks ready for Friday.
All right, George.
I tell you what, guys, if I'm going to lose, I hope it's to Ellis because you couldn't be a better guy.
Thank you, Scotty. Appreciate it.
Wait, we're not playing nice today.
Yeah, if I'm going to lose, I really don't want to lose to Chappie Ellis. So come on, baby.
All right, gentlemen.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make sure to bet all Scotty's picks and black cat them for you.
I love it. All right, gentlemen. Georgie's got a tournament to work. You guys get back to your thing. Good luck today. Everybody have fun. Enjoy the races. Remember, racing again tomorrow, Santa Anita and Golden Gate. Good luck to both of you. We'll talk to you down the road. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.